Almost a year ago, while out searching for dogtooth tuna, I had the fish of a lifetime come in. An almost 100 kilo black marlin. I put a shot in the side of it and it took off, dragging us almost 2 k's. We jumped back in the boat, we located the floats and we started to work on the fish. Fish was dragging us all around the place. I finally got up close enough to try and put a second shot in, and I just couldn't quite get there. And it was only a couple of seconds before the fish went back down into the deep. We waited and tried to hold the fish, but eventually it just took everything. My floats and the fish, we didn't see them again. But almost a year later to the day, we were back out there again, and then finally we got some revenge. The fish of a lifetime come in again.
He's going! Did someone get my gun? Did you get my gun? Darcy! Yep. Darcy, shoot it! Let my gun go, shoot it! Shoot it in the head! And this pole, if you can. Yeah, I can't pull. Can you pull on yours too? Yeah, I'll try and jam it. What's that, Benny? You got him? I'm just trying to get his gills. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Watch your hands, man. Wait, there's something up there on my head. Can you see it? Down my neck, yep.
Just in case he takes off, you know.
I seen him, I was like, I looked quick and I was like, fuck this, I'm diving. Bit of redemption. How's the skirt hooking him? Fuck, there's some big sharks under him. I just bleed him, eh? Oh man.
Well, there you go, plenty of stoke there. What an amazing fish. It was such a beautiful animal. You know, we put in a lot of effort into these fish. We're out there a lot of the time. You know, it's a long way. It's 200 Ks sort of, and then 200 Ks back once we do a bit of driving around. It's a lot of hours on the boat. You know, Benny's always looking at the tides, the moons, bouncing ideas off each other. We're on navionics all the time, looking for new spots. And for it to all work on a line that day, it was just great. You know, we got a couple of other really good fish that day. So it just all worked for us. It was so good. We learned a lot from that last marlin that we lost about the fish. This one happened to come in perfectly, I thought, for myself. And that's why I took the shot in the first third of the fish, is where I've been shooting a lot of that bigger stuff, the bigger Spanish and that. And you can really control the fish on a float line. If you put a bit of herd on it, you can swing the head sort of to where you want it to go, which I find makes it a lot easier. But it's just so good to learn from last mistakes. We're all running 2 floats now, which is great as well. You know, it really stops, you know, we're not losing anywhere near as many fish. The sharks were bad that day. You know, there's a lot of sharks there getting around. You know, to have that fish in the boat, landed like in the 5-minute mark, is pretty incredible. We had a heap of ice out there. We took about 15 bags because we were trying to get a few doggies. So we had that fish in the boat, took the guts out, filled the guts up with ice, saltwater brined it, towels on top, ice on top of that. It was almost frozen when it got back here. So it was amazing. Treat that fish with a heap of respect and get it back here, filleted it up. You know, we had a big feed that night, took everything off the frame, even that's in the freezer for burley. It was just insane. These black marlin are super sustainable fish. You know, they're an absolute beautiful creature, and it's just amazing to have them in our own backyard where we can go and take one and bring it home. They, you know, 10 to 12 years, they're fully grown. They grow up to 1,000 pounds. They get them all up off cans, all the 1,000 pounders. This fish probably 4 to 5 years old. So to get that much meat off a fish of that age, it's just amazing. It was just a beautiful creature, and it was so lucky that we had the opportunity to do it just here off where we live. But I'd just like to say thanks everyone for watching, and like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks very much.